Anthony Saccone's sentencing delayed yet again. We'll have details on why families have to wait until November 19th for justice.
La clase va a enseñar a los estudiantes muchas cosas sobre los negocios de los esports y también la historia. Desafortunadamente para mí, no va a ayudarme a mejorar mis marcos en los juegos.
And when voices in exile become the loudest voices of all, tonight on NCC News, we take a look at the Puerto Rican community, how it has responded a year after Hurricane Maria, and how it plans to move forward. So the big name in-state schools didn't come calling. It stung, but Dungy took it in stride and picked a school that wasn't afraid to put the ball in his hands. A week ago, hundreds of SU students lined this street to protest in front of the former home of Theta Tau. And after that, they came to Hendricks Chapel to have their voices heard. And lastly, they come home to residence halls and dormitories throughout the Syracuse University campus, where student resident advisors have the difficult task of making these places feel like a home in the midst of all this turmoil. Three families expecting justice for their loved ones killed in a car crash caused by Anthony Saccone will have to wait just a little bit longer.
So although the court is very reluctant to grant an adjournment of today's proceedings, the court is granting that adjournment.
Saccone's lawyer Randall Scharf claimed that back issues kept him from representing Saccone today. So Judge Matthew Dorn has delayed the sentencing for a second time. The district attorney says informing the families was worse than a visit to the dentist.
It's like root canal. It was terrible. I gave him my word last court appearance that he would be sentenced today, and I didn't keep my word, so it wasn't very pleasant.
Fitzpatrick says he'll continue to investigate why Saccone's attorney missed today.
I realize you've done more research on my new lawyer than you have done on this entire case.
Even if Saccone thinks his time is better spent elsewhere. Anthony Saccone won't be back in court until November 19th. Chris Lucey, NCC News. On Thursday, Syracuse University added a new course to its sports media concentration.
I'm about to find out. The answer is no. The answer is no.
Esports. Mike Lucero from Twitch.tv came by to help introduce the class his company helped create. Twitch.tv is the world's biggest esports streaming service. 90% of esports viewership goes through Twitch. But he says the sport is so young that it's still anybody's game.
I kind of mentioned before that esports is really still the wild, wild west. You know, it's really, there's some amazing things. I'm going to share some of the amazing things that are going on with esports with you guys. But it is really a nascent market right now, and there's a lot of things still falling into place.
One thing that's right where Lucero wants it to be is the viewership. Even last week's Masters Golf Championship pales in comparison to the most recent League of Legends final. The esports class plans to cover the history of esports, the rules of the games, and the business model, showing a way into the industry for those of us who have no business making a living with this thing whatsoever. Now Griffin Connor can finally get his mom off his back for all those hours he spent in front of the TV playing video games.
I mean, I had those talks where I get a bad grade on a test and I gotta cut back the league playing, but I think as I kind of took on sort of a more like entrepreneurial aspect with it, my parents like obviously very open to that, and they realize that I'm doing cool stuff. So
Connor plans to start an esports team at SU next semester, where he'll show them all that a waste of time to some is really the way of the future for plenty of others. Chris Lucey, NCC News. Hola, hoy es domingo, el 24 de febrero, y bienvenidos a Noticias en Breve. Yo soy Chris Lucey. Estas son las noticias más importantes hasta el momento. Y hay un récord nuevo de asistencia por un partido de baloncesto universitario en campus. Anoche, el partido entre Syracuse y Duke atrajo un público de 35,642 personas, rompiendo un récord de 2015. Para lograr un nuevo récord, el Kelly Dome añadió 8 más asientos en la primera fila al lado de la cancha. También durante el partido había un momento de silencio con un mensaje en inglés y español por Jorge Jiménez, el hombre quien falleció en un choque conectado con el entrenador Jim Boeheim. Y una persona está muerta después de un accidente de avión en Florida. Según la policía, un piloto estudiantil y su instructor se estrelló un avión en una casa ayer. El instructor, James Wagner, murió. Wagner y su estudiante habían simulado una falta de motor cuando el accidente ocurrió. El estudiante y la familia dentro de la casa sobrevivieron con heridas menores. Y Venezuela ha rompido diplomáticas relaciones con Colombia después de violencia en la frontera. Según un representante de la Asamblea Nacional, había una protesta grande ayer. A lo mínimo 5 personas fallecieron en un conflicto con las fuerzas de seguridad venezolanas. La gente venezolana sigue trabajando de obtener la ayuda humanitaria desde Colombia. Y esta noche son los Oscars y el programa continuará sin anfitrión. Lady Gaga y Bradley Cooper van a cantar Shallows juntos en vivo por primera vez y además es posible que Roma sea la primera película de una lengua extranjera ganar mejor película. Todo empieza a las 8 en ABC. Y esto es todo por esta edición de Noticias en Breve. Síguenos en todo de nuestras redes sociales. Soy Chris Lucey y que tenga un buen día, Syracuse.